Well, earlier we heard from Sean Collier about what's happening this weekend. Now, our next guest is here to talk about what's happening all month long for family-style holiday fun.
Kidsburgh just released its list of 21 ways kids can celebrate the holidays in Pittsburgh. And while we can mention all 21 ways here this morning, we can't. Kidsburgh Ambassador Yu-Ling Behr joins us with the 5 events from the list. David.
I'm getting choked up about this, Yu-Ling.
Why don't you go get a drink? And I'm gonna start talking to Yu-Ling here. Yu-Ling, let's talk about the first one. And this is a Hanukkah drive-in that happens December 10th.
So December 10th is the start of Hanukkah, and that night, the Chabad of South Hills is hosting a Hanukkah drive-in. So it's a family-friendly experience, multimedia. It'll be in the Dormont Pool parking lot. You drive in and they will celebrate Hanukkah. They will light a 12-foot menorah, the first candle of it. And they'll also give away swag bags to each car, which will include Hanukkah treats, including latkes and donuts.
I'm so glad you mentioned this too, and I know this is part of a bigger list of 21 things to do, but I feel like sometimes Hanukkah is overshadowed by Christmas, and so I'm so glad that that's included on your list.
We have a lot of great, diverse events on this list. It's one of the things I love about Kidsburgh.
Okay, great.
All right, next up, we want to ask about the August Wilson Community Day, because there's something going on there too as well, right, Yu-Ling?
Yes, so this is their holiday edition event on December 12th between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. They will start with a Kwanzaa celebration, which is a celebration of African American culture over the holidays. You'll also get to do it, it's amazing. It's a virtual event and it's free, but they're doing all sorts of things such as baking with nice to be cookies. There will be a performance by the Afro-American Music Institute Choir. And what I think is going to be fun is a gingerbread family project with Pittsburgh former Steelers Charlie Batch. And in fact, if you need a gingerbread house, you can pick one up this Saturday between 2 to 4 if you register ahead of time while supplies last.
And you've rolled up a couple of Christmas Carol performances for us as well.
So I love the Christmas Carol, the story of Ebenezer Scrooge and his transformation on Christmas Eve. There are many ways to watch it this holiday season. So you can watch it as a live stream by Prime Stage Theater or the Pittsburgh Public Theater. The Pict Classical Theater is doing something interesting. They're doing just a radio version of it. So it's like the old days. You turn on the radio and you listen to it. That'll stream on Broadway on demand. And then the Pittsburgh CLO will do their musical Christmas Carol. They'll show their 2018 production on WQED TV as well as on its website.
I love the radio plays that we're seeing now, because it's like we're going back in time to something that many people have never experienced, and they're really cool.
It is really neat.
Yeah. All right, we want to talk about the Carnegie Museum of Natural History, because they can sort of take us on a trip of holidays around the world, right?
Right, so this is part of their Super Science Saturday series, and this one is Holidays Around the World. So on December 19th, you can join Sven the reindeer and go on a journey as he makes stops across the world and learn about different traditions. So along the way, you might meet the Icelandic Yule cat. You'll also see Adinkra art in the Hall of African Wildlife, and there will be lots of hands-on activities for kids to do. They are encouraging people to bring a sock for their sock drive, but they also understand that some families aren't ready to come to the museum, and if so, between December 14th through 18th, they're doing free holiday-themed activities online.
I know for a lot of people, the holidays aren't complete without seeing the Pittsburgh Ballet's a Nutcracker, and there is a way to catch it this year.
So this year they're doing something called the Fireside Nutcracker. It's between December 17th and 31st, and they will stream the Nutcracker for free. You just have to sign up in advance. But what I also love what they're doing is they're providing educational activities for a nominal charge for kids to dive into different aspects about the Nutcracker. So for example, you can learn about the history of the Nutcracker. They're also doing something called an Afternoon of Enchantment, which they'll do is a sensory-friendly event where they'll do a mini adaptive class, as well as have activities from the Children's Museum and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. And this last one I'm really excited about. It's called a Maker Workshop with their costume shop. I mean, those costumes are just gorgeous. I would love to sit in on that workshop.
And it seems like some of these workshops too are really affordable for kids.
The ones at the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater are $5.
It's amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Right. And the performance is free, right?
The performance is free. You just need to sign up in advance and you'll get a link when it launches on December 17th.
We love
There's a lot
free.
to do this month. Yes.
All right, hey, we also want to talk about visiting with Santa because it's different this year almost everywhere, but you have a special place you want to talk about.
Yes, so the Mariposa Theater for Young Audiences is hosting special visits with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And so you parents can go take a look at their schedule and sign up, and they can also maybe even receive a personalized recorded message for Christmas Eve.
Sounds great.
That's fantastic.
It's a lot of really good stuff. And that's not even the full list. There are many more ideas on your website.
Yes, 21 ideas. One for every day between now and Christmas.
Well, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Thank you so much, Yu-Ling.
And for the full list of the 21 ways Yu-Ling mentioned, ways that the family can celebrate the holidays in Pittsburgh, visit kidsburgh.org. And I have to apologize for getting choked up earlier.
It was just too much.
It was just too much
holiday
excitement.
Season.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right.